Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. Um, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, Bismillah walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Rim and I'm excited to host you all this evening. Welcome to our second session of our virtual pop-up Wow Wellness of Women retreat. Alhamdulillah, we are so excited to have you guys join us here again. The theme for this session is Vision Your Wow Factor. This evening, inshallah, we are joined by our honored guest, Sister Riz of Resilience, and with her amazing guidance, inshallah, we will be building a vision board focused on discovering our own personal wow factor. So before I introduce Sister Riz, inshallah, we would like to remind everyone to have their materials handy so they can follow along, inshallah. So a list of materials would be ideally having a blank canvas or a blank page out of a notebook, any craft items like pencil crayons, markers, scissors, glue, etc. We hope you can have access to things like magazines, newspaper clippings, photos, and anything to help build your vision board. If you have access to clippings or want to draw any of your favorite Quranic verses and other positive affirmations, please be sure to have them handy, inshallah. You can get as creative as you'd like and include anything you would like that can be a source of inspiration. We would like to put out a little disclaimer. Please note that it's not a recommendation that the vision board have any pictures of Allah's creations that have souls, but to be a keepsake and personal reference for you to keep track of your wellness goals. I'd also like to encourage everyone watching to share and like the stream, as well as post any comments or questions in the Facebook comment section. And inshallah, we will do our best to share them at the end of the talk. So now I'd like to share a little bit about Sister Riz, mashallah. She has a very impressive background. So her bio is Rizwana Shabir is currently a confidence and mindset coach and mentor for professional females. She helps them build their resilience through mindset mastery. She also has 12 years of experience working in the social care sector, private and residential, with children, young people, and families from very vulnerable backgrounds with various mental, emotional, and physical needs. She managed 2 residential homes for 16 plus young women and prepared them with life skills for independent living. MashaAllah, we are blessed to have her facilitate this activity. So let's jump right in and please join me in welcoming Sister Riz. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you so much for having me here. It's an absolute honor. My name is Riz Shabir, as the sister just mentioned. As you can probably hear, I have a British accent, so I'm going to try and speak as slowly as I can and, pronounce my T's, because we're known for not doing that. So yeah, I'm here. It's an absolute privilege to be here. And we're going to be talking about all things vision boards related, and how this can help your wow factor, which, if you haven't been listening, is the wellness of women factor. So let's just dive right in. I think the sister's given quite a extensive background on me, but this is me. I'll just say assalamu alaikum again and welcome. Thank you for watching. Yes, I'm a confidence and mindset coach. I've been doing this for 3 years. I have 12 years experience in the social care sector. I've managed 2 residential homes and worked with young people and parents with various complex emotional and physical needs. So yeah, personally, just to share something about how I got onto this coaching journey, is that after a failed marriage, I went on a healing journey of my own, and I had completely lost the sense of who I was. my self-worth was like literally on the floor, and I was spiritually very, very low. But one thing I did know is that I couldn't stay in that state of mind because it was becoming very, very kind of depressing for me. But Alhamdulillah, thankfully, I had the means to invest in myself and work with some amazing coaches and mentors who helped me tremendously. Now, because I have gone through that kind of journey myself, for me to now share my experience or share my learnings, share my growth with other people is what I felt was my calling to do, which is why now I do what I do. So that's like enough about me. Now I've got a really, really important announcement here, because this is like, the kind of mindset that I want everybody to have whenever you go into creating your vision board, right? So, and that is that, it's really important to bring a positive attitude. I know sometimes our current realities don't allow us to think beyond that, but I really want you to just put those aside for a minute, because anything can happen, right? Anything can change within a split second. Allah is the best of planners. A few years ago, if somebody had told us that, we'd be in lockdown for like 2 years, we wouldn't have like believed them. We would have thought this person's like lost it. How is that even going to happen? But then, the whole world, mashallah, shut down for like, the best part of 2 years. So things can also happen for the better. And that's what we need to really feel into. So I want, just for this hour, I just want us to really get into our creative space without any fear, without any judgment, and really dare to dream a big dream, right? Really get clear on what it is that we want in our lives, and, what our purpose really is, because that is a massive and huge part of wellness. And why not start that journey and, inshallah, really nail it in 2022. So everyone, just take a deep breath and let's go all in. Bismillah. So firstly, just wanted to share something quite basic, which is what is a vision board. So what it is in a nutshell is that it's simply a visual representation of your goals and dreams through the use of words and pictures. And they can be any words and pictures that resonate with you, that are, motivating for you, that mean something to you. You can add them onto, your vision board. It's a visualization tool that has scientific backing, and it's used by many people the world over, especially sports personalities. So, for example, if you come across, if you watch football, you'll see that when the penalty shootouts happen, the striker who's about to take the goal has to visualize the ball going into the back of the net. And that visualization really helps them to take that action that they need to take in order to score the goal. So that's just a little example for you, and how that can help you like through, your everyday life. So there's a quote by Napoleon Hill, which says that if the mind can conceive, then it can achieve. So whatever you think can actually become a reality. But yes, action does have to be taken in alignment with what it is that you want at the same time. So why is doing a vision board an important activity? Well, firstly, clarity. It gives you clarity, and clarity, I swear, it's such a blessing when you know what it is that you really, really want, and it's not filtered from any kind of outside influences. And this is just about you and what you feel you want and your calling. I will outline like how to get to answer those crucial questions as we go along. So the other purpose that this vision board will have is that it will serve as a reminder for you to keep you motivated to take the action that you need to take. Again, coming to this later, but it's a point that I need to make right now as well, is that it will remind you of your why. Now, your why is primarily your reason of why you want what you want. What is the motivation behind it? It's important to understand this so that you can stay connected to your vision. I'll explain more on this later, like I mentioned. Why is it, okay, so continuing on to the same thing, sorry. So the other thing that it does is it brings a sense of reality to your dreams and goals. All of a sudden, your dreams and goals are no longer a fleeting thought that is just, floating around in your head and just, swimming and doing its thing. It's actually like out on paper, it's right there. Even writing them down is actually quite powerful. Next, it will motivate you to step into the best version of yourself when you explore how you want to feel, what you want more of in your life, and the goals that you want to achieve in the process. And sixth, it helps you with your wow factor, which is the wellness of women. How does the brand help to improve, how does the vision board help you to improve wellness? So it helps us to explore what we want and help us get clear on our purpose. This is actually a key factor to our wellness. Living a life that is not in alignment with who you are, where you'd like to, what you want from your life, who you want to be, it's going to cause a lot of long-term problems like anxiety, sometimes even depression. Sometimes people even get sick because they're not living in a way that they want to be living, and for some reason they are not allowing themselves to do that. And then obviously there's various reasons for that. I do believe that we have a unique and collective purpose in this life, and we need to find out what that is in order to feel more fulfilled as we go on. So sorry, my throat was getting a bit dry. How can this be an effective tool for you personally? Okay, so again, a vision board is, the purpose of a vision board is literally to clear your vision about your life and how you want to live it, how you want to show up for yourself, and how you want to show up for other people. A lot of the previous segment that we had, the lady spoke about filling your own cup, and these things are so important, that this vision board is going to hopefully be a reminder for you to keep on going on that path of, looking after yourself and reminding yourself of how you actually want to feel, how you want to show up, how you want to help other people, in what capacity, what does that look like for you? And the most important part of that will be that it will serve, the vision board is going to serve as a reminder that we matter, that our goals and dreams and visions matter, and doing more of what we love will definitely help to enhance our wow factor immensely. Look, we're not gonna be here doing any reruns of this life again. So we're gonna make the most of what we have, of who we are, and really take that back to Allah. Okay, so what are the things that can help you achieve wellness? There are so many things that I could mention over here, but practices, like, especially if it needs to be in line with how you want to feel. So for me personally, I'll give you an example. I am a big, massive believer in gratitude, and being grateful to Allah for everything that I have, and learning to be grateful even when things are not going so great for me, and trying to find those specific silver linings in order to help me cope with the present situation. So in order to do that, in order to train myself to do that, I keep a gratitude journal. So that helps me to feel like more grateful. I like to feel calm and centered. So obviously, not obviously, but I pray and I meditate. Um, I also love traveling, spending time in nature, as I feel more connected to Allah, and the joy, it brings me a lot of joy and peace when you get to ponder on Allah's creation and the things that He's made around us, and this world is just it can be such a beautiful place to see. So that brings a sense of calm to me. So what motivates you to implement your wellness practices? So the biggest motivating factor for me is that if I don't do these activities, I see a big difference in myself. My attitude can start to slide towards being negative. I can just find myself being a little bit more, complaining a little bit more than I normally would. And that's the reason why I've made these practices a part of my daily routine. So doing my gratitude journal, my prayers, my meditation, it helps me to take responsibility for filling my own cup and doing the things that I really, really love to do. And I really do enjoy these activities as well, which, is a bonus. Once I've done all of those things, and I think this has been the running theme for this evening, is that once you have filled your own cup, you are then in a better, and you're showing up. You will show up as a better version of yourself, and you're going to show up for other people in a more healthy and meaningful way. And that's very important as well. Like you can't serve anybody from an empty cup. So you fill your own cup, and the overflow is what you give to those that are around you. And hopefully, that will help them as well. So what's the best type of vision board to have? All right, so this question here, it's honestly, it's about personal preference. You can have a digital or a physical board, or even both if you want to have one on your phone. If that's something that you're looking at regularly and you want to see that on there, you can do that. I personally am more inclined towards physical boards because I feel that they're more tangible. All of a sudden, your like I said before, your dreams and your goals seem to be a little bit more real. And the more real you kind of make it, the more it's going to feel normal to you, and it's not going to feel like something that's way out of reach in the future, and it's not something that that you think that is never going to happen. You start to believe that, oh, this can happen, and obviously if you take the right action towards those goals as well, that's really going to help. So yeah, I mean, it's going to keep you focused, and hopefully, inshallah, help to keep you motivated on that path. So going into the preparation part, firstly, it's a good idea to journal and really get clear on what it is that you want. Don't skip this bit, because the more crystal clear you become with what you really want, the better your vision board is going to be, the more connected you are going to feel for it. So you have to kind of dig a little bit deep, and you have to sort of center yourself in a quiet place and sit down and really think, without the filter of anybody else, and just really think what it is that I want, what brings me joy, how do I want to feel. I think I've just jumped ahead. Okay. Also, very important as well, like I mentioned before, is to be very clear on your why. What is the intention behind what you want? What is the motivation? If you have a strong why, it's going to help to keep you connected to your vision, in case you start to get off track, right? So I'm going to give an example here. Like, if you want more money, why do you want more money? What would that mean for you to have more money? How will it enrich your life mentally, physically, and spiritually? So an example could be, again, using money as an example. Mentally, you may feel like you are no longer you no longer have to worry about your bills or your debts or anything like that. Physically, you can buy yourself good food. You can, buy yourself a gym membership. You can wear something nice. You can buy yourself something. And spiritually, we can always use money to help other people, to give charities, to help out family, help out friends, help out our parents. So what is that motivating factor that wants you to have more money in your life at the moment? So these are the things, again, they're going to connect you to your vision. So sometimes when we want to create a future vision for ourselves, we kind of have to delve back a little bit, and we have to think about our life and how do you feel about it currently, or what do you want to do more of in the future, of things that you've already experienced. Maybe you've been somewhere and for the first time, and you really enjoyed that feeling of, wow, I've not seen this before, I need to do more things that I haven't done before, go to more places that I've not seen before. So think about things like that. What are the things you've loved about the past year? I know the last couple of years have been extremely difficult for a lot of people, but if there's anything in there where you felt that maybe you felt more connected to your family, or you felt more connected to your friends, even though you weren't physically meeting them, you want more of that feeling, more of that human connection. I think everybody sort of craved that kind of thing, and we learned to appreciate it once it was, semi taken away from us. So if you want to feel loved, what are you going to do to feel more loved? Is what I'm trying to get at, right? So really take time and stop and think about what's working for you right now and what isn't. And obviously eliminate the things that are not working for you and try to implement more of what is, should you wish to carry that forward. Write down what you want your life. So now coming to looking forward, which I've called step 2, write down what you want from your life. What do you want your life to look like? Again, journal on this. Think of all the things that you will focus on that will get you. Also think of the things that you're going to need to focus on in order to get closer to your goals. What new adventures do you want to experience? What new skills do you want to learn? Is there anything new that you want to learn? What do you feel that like you are being called to do? Not anybody else around you, but you personally. What are you being called to do? And what does the best version of you look like? Who is she? What is she like? What does she do more of? How does she show up for herself? How does she show up for other people? And yeah, so who do I want to be? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? How do I want to feel? Think of words and phrases that really kind of reflect those emotions for you, and use those words for your vision board. So keep them aside. Points to consider when you're doing this is, again, spend time thinking about how you wish to feel every day. I know there's a lot of emphasis on this, and in order to do that, the reason why I'm saying that is so that you start enjoying the process as well of what of your whole journey towards your goals, because that's an important part. It's not always about getting to where you need to get to. It's also about the journey and enjoying that, and appreciating the things that you're learning along the way, learning from the things that may go wrong along the way, being able to get back on track if things don't go the way that you want them to plan, because things happen. So also think about how your vision and your goals are going to impact the people around you, like the positive impact that it's going to have towards your family, your friends, your relatives, as well as how it will change your life as well. And for me, again, that's a massive part of the wow factor accelerator. I think it is anyway. The last step, is that you, after you're really, really clear on what you want, you can go off and find images from the internet, Pinterest, Google, pixels, magazines, brochures, sometimes specialist sites. Like, for example, if you want a new house, what does that house look like? I remember speaking earlier about things being very specific about what it is that you want. So, if you want to buy a house, like, what does that house look like? Does that look like a how many bathrooms has it got? How many bedrooms does it have? What kind of kitchen has it? Find those images that like really excite you, that you think, yeah, that's what I want, and use those. Same for a car, make, model, mileage, all of those things. Try and have a very clear idea of what that is. And once you've got all that together, and sometimes also our phones have got amazing things that we've saved from Pinterest, or saved from the internet, from social media, quotes, or maybe a nice handbag, whatever. Just check out your phone, because sometimes you'll find some hidden gems in there that you're like, oh yeah, I really remember that I wanted that. So put those on your board as well. And finally, it's just getting the whole thing together. You can place them however you like, however is aesthetically pleasing to you. You can get as creative as you want, and get really inspired. But I really want you to feel into these visions and these images, and really kind of connect with them, with positivity, gratitude, and love as you're doing it. So I've got an example over here. If I need to physically show it, so I'm gonna just lift it up.
You can go ahead, Jared. You're on camera now, mashallah.
Okay. So here it is. Here's an example of a vision board. It looks like a hot mess on camera. I can just see that there. But yeah, I mean, I have this quote here: "Be the change," which really kind of stops me from complaining about why people don't behave a certain way. And I think, no, I need to lead by example. So words like empowered, healing, abundance, love, gratitude, peace are words that are really important to me, and I want to feel more of those emotions every day. Money, again, abundance, like, there's no shame in it. You can do a lot of things with money. Travel is a big thing for me. I want to travel first class one day, but I love travel. I do want to see the world. And yeah, I love these like dream holiday home type buildings here. This is not my complete vision board, by the way. I have another piece to this, but that's a little bit on the private side. I don't really want to share that on the internet. But yeah, you've got these like, big windows, and inside, by the sea, because I love being near the water. And something that I want to finish off doing is my NLP qualification for coaching. So I've got that written down there as well. Yeah, I have an abundance affirmation on there saying that, with the help of Allah, I'll create an avalanche of financial abundance and I give back in amazing ways. That's something that I really, really feel deeply about, because yeah, for me, it's a lot of this is about giving back. Now right, so can we go back to the slides? We're on stay the course, so number 22. Yeah, let me just check to see. Right, that's it. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we've kind of like, we've done the vision board one, but there's like a little bonus that I want to give you guys. And this is something that is extremely close to my heart, because I did this when I was in a very kind of emotionally vulnerable place. And it served as a really, really great source of comfort for me. And I hope that it does the same for you. Really don't want to get emotional talking about this. So it's going to be moments when you step into wanting to change something in your life, when you want to go towards your visions and your goals. Doubt is going to kick in. People are going to doubt you. There's going to be all kinds of things that come at you trying to stop you. It's a bit like the shaitan trying to stop you from doing good deeds, right? So it's a similar kind of process that we all go through. And it's about ignoring those and really staying the course and not letting the outside influences change what we believe we are here to do, or what we believe our purpose is, or what we believe actually sometimes is of benefit to us emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, because that's what the wow factor is all about, right? We have to be incorporating all of those areas in our life for our best interests, so that we can help other people and show up for other people and be there for our families in the best way possible, right? So I designed, well, I didn't design, but I did I collected some quotes from the Quran that really mean a lot to me, and that authentic hadith sources, and some du'as that I have put on a board as well, like a vision board. And they really helped me to serve me as affirmations for me to remind me of seeing the bigger picture, to remind me of Allah's mercy, to remind me that no matter what happens, I have to keep the faith and focus on the things that actually matter. So I know the ladies are probably going to kill me because I need to show this board now, but it's here. So these are like some of the, I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? So these are like the quotes that I've got on here. So obviously everybody knows Hasbi Allahi wa ni'mal wakeel. We've got, this one was really close to my heart, but they plan and Allah plans, and Allah is the best of all planners. That is something that is extremely, extremely close to my heart, especially when people are scheming against you sometimes. Gratitude, again, going back to how we are feeling, how we want to feel. So there's an ayat in Surah Ibrahim which says, if you are grateful, I will give you more. And then this one, no one besides Allah can rescue a soul from hardship. Another very profound ayat in the Quran. And this is a big one as well, trusting Allah when making decisions. That is like, we can so easily forget, we can get bogged down with what it is that we think our realities can be, what we think our possibilities are. They're basically limiting beliefs. Sometimes we inadvertently may place those onto what we, what we think is possible. So we just got to sometimes make that decision and trust in Allah and keep moving forward in what we feel we are here to do. So the famous line over here, with hardship comes ease. So yeah, I hope I hope you not get inspired by this, because this is something that is like extremely close to my heart. So just back to another, that's it. Are there any questions that anyone has? I realized I finished like early, so I must have been going at the speed of light.
I'll kick it off. Can you hear me, Riz?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Jazakallah khairan for hosting this vision boarding session. It's been a while since I created a vision board, and you kind of brought back some memories, and I just kind of wanted to share with everyone out there. One, I think you're my vision board twin, by the way, because your vision board has similar verses of the Quran and quotes. I'm like this quote, like I love quotes.
Yeah.
You know, and they're my anchor for a positive, for keeping positive, keeping that perspective, right? And I love how you provided that reminders of, like, you know, really find what is going to give you that reminder, right? And for me, it's that combination of positive quotes, Quranic verses, hadith, and I love the visuals, like what you just showed. Like, I know this is going to look like a little hot mess, but I was just kind of scribbling, and now I want to bring it to fruition. I want to, like, you know, put it on my phone digitally and go back and pull out my vision board. But I'll share a personal experience with you guys. Is I actually look at my vision board as my duas. And the first time that I created my vision board, one of the things that I put smack down in the middle, no word of a lie, and I have shivers when I share this, is that I had a big picture of the Kaaba. And I kid you now, but that year that I created the vision board is the year that I went for Hajj. So, you know, subhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ultimately the best of planners, and he works in miraculous ways. And I feel like, you know, in whatever way you create your vision / dua board, like, you know, keep it close to heart, because and keep visualizing it, keep, you know, reciting and making those duas, because you never know at that one blessed moment that, you know, he, the one who's the giver, you know, and the changer of destiny, hears you and says, this is what I'm giving you. So, you know, you just sharing this today, it brought back my vision board mojo. And I think I'm like gonna go back and just kind of get that all done. But I think, like, my progress today was, like, I got some really great reminders and tips that I feel I needed to come back to. So Jazakallah khairan for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad that it worked for you and that you enjoyed it and you got something out from it.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Let's hear from the rest of everyone who's on here, whether you're online, or Miriam and team.
Yeah, so Jazakallah khairan, sisters. It was such a fun activity. You know, what you said about clearing your vision about life, serving a reminder that we matter, that our goals and dreams matter. It really inspired me. I tried my best doing this vision board, and I've always been a creative person. Don't know if I showed that today, but this is mine so far. There's not much, but I tried. I was wondering if anyone else would want to share your progress so far with everyone. Anyone at all?
Yeah, so I did mine digitally because I felt like that was working better, since I didn't have a lot of the materials that I needed to make a physical one. I can actually show just a little bit of what I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
amazing.
thank you so much for teaching us. This was a really great experience for I think a lot of us, just to kind of set sight on what our goals are in the future.
Thank you for your kind words. That means a lot.
Yeah, Jazakallah, sister, your talk was really inspiring. And I didn't do much on my vision board. I just have a dua, but like I'm gonna make like kind of like a collage.
Okay.
This is the dua for like anxiety or stress and stuff.
Mm.
I can always look at it and, you know, make this dua.
That's a really important point that you make, actually, because sometimes having like a full-blown vision board about your future can seem very overwhelming for some people, because they're just not there yet and they're just trying to kind of get to the day-to-day and just get through to the week. And for those people that, you know, it's an amazing idea just to get some positive quotes from the Quran, from the Hadith, for anything that, you know, really deeply resonates with you, to just lift you out of that, to help lift you out of that kind of mindset, and to, you know, looking further into the future about, you know, how you want to create the life that you want. So a vision board can be as simple as that as well. Just those small steps that, you know, you're comfortable taking at that time.
So we did have some questions from the audience. So
Okay.
I'm asking, how often should we make a vision board?
You know, however often you want. These vision boards are not really set in stone. So whenever you feel you want to add something to it, add something to it. Whenever you feel like you want to, you know, something's not quite resonating with you, like for example, you don't want a house in, you know, in a hot country somewhere, and you want to get a caravan and just camp around the world. Like, you can change things around as much as you want. But I think it's always a good idea to, like, you know, yearly, just to sit back and look, like, is this really motivating me? Is this really getting me to where I want to go? You know, how inspired is this vision board for me? Because the truth is, you may grow out of certain things that you want right now. Like, I think my first vision board had like loads of like designer handbags and shoes on there, and now I'm like, I can't be asked, right? So it all depends on your own personal preferences, and those are going to change over time anyway.
Okay, so also, since you're a resilience expert, how can we build resilience through vision boarding?
How can you build resilience with vision boarding? Okay, so vision boarding is just like a tool that can help you. So it's just going to be serving as a reminder for you to keep going, to reminder to invoke those emotions within you that are going to keep you to take the right action towards what it is that you want. Right? It's like you have to have a grip of your mind, of your emotions, and how you want to use them in a positive way to get towards your goals, and not get bogged down with all of the negativity that is thrown at us all the time. So it just helps you stay on course, is what I'm trying to say.
Mashallah, that's amazing. So, Sister Mariah, do you want to share your progress, inshallah, of your vision board?
Yeah, sure. It's really messy. I feel like I kind of just like threw my entire personality in there.
That's cool. Wow, no, that's really nice. That's really, really nice. Lovely, very detailed.
Yeah, I kind of put all the like my favorite quotes in there.
Yeah.
So, sisters, do you have any further thoughts on wellness in general that you can share with us?
You know, I think the first thing that comes to mind is that for all the ladies over here, it's really, really important that we understand our own self-worth. We understand ourselves and what we bring to, you know, not to we don't undermine ourselves, or we don't underestimate our abilities. And we don't ever sort of think that we are, you know, not worthy of achieving those dreams. We're not worthy of having the money that we want, or the lifestyle that we want, or the holidays that we want. You are absolutely worthy of anything that you want to receive in your life. Obviously, talk about halal things here, just to clarify, disclaimer. So yeah, I think the message of knowing your self-worth is really, really important. Knowing what it is that I'm going to accept and what it is that I'm not going to accept in my life. These are vital things that we need to learn and stick to in order to live a very well-rounded, you know, fulfilled life.
So, oops, sorry.
Okay.
So we'll give the opportunity to wrap up.
Okay.
And Riz, don't forget to share your online community. You know, mashallah, you've brought such an amazing energy to this session. And I feel that people will really benefit from, you know, your online community where you continue to provide amazing free resources and tips and reminders.
Inshallah, will do. Thank you so much. Yeah, so how do you want me to do that, on a link or?
Yeah, if you want to just share it with everybody now, and then we can have one of our team members put it in the live session comment box.
Okay. So it's I have a Facebook group which is called Resilience, and it's for women who want to, professional women who want to basically improve their mindset, become more positive, and have a more, you know, have mastery over their mindset, you know, so they can achieve their highest potentials in life. So that's what I help people to do, women to do. Inshallah, I hope to see some of you in there. Hopefully this has been of benefit to all of you. Just wanted to say thank you so much for having me on here. I honestly wish and pray that Allah, you know, blesses all of us in 2022 with lots of joy, peace, and love. Ameen. And hopefully this whole pandemic business ends quickly and we all get back to our normal, healthy lives. You know, and that's it really. So tomorrow, I didn't know that this sister was going to be on until very late, and then I kind of had a freak out, like, oh my God, she's going to be on. So I'll definitely be tuning in. There's Sister Haifa Yunus on worship and wellness, inshallah, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I can't wait for that one because she's absolutely amazing. I've seen so many of her videos and her clips. And yeah, that is definitely one not to miss. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the comments over there.
Alhamdulillah, we're drawing to the end of our session. Jazakallah khairan, sisters. It was a great pleasure to host for you this evening. It was a very insightful activity. And now, inshallah, we have a great vision board to motivate us and make our goals clear when it comes to our wellness. So I think that's such a cool takeaway, alhamdulillah. So thank you everyone for joining this session. We make dua that, oh my God, we make dua that our goals are clear, inshallah, and please make sure to tune in with us, as Sister Riz was mentioning, in our second evening, inshallah, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be our next session. You don't want to miss it. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And inshallah, you can see on the screen right now, yes, that we have some exciting sessions lined up. So Jazakallah khairan, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Walaikum.